Let me change your life in the next 2 minutes. Let's look at what's going on in the world today. Look at how quickly artificial intelligence is advancing and the real goal behind AI, which is AGI, artificial general intelligence, which will surpass human intelligence overnight. Tens of millions of jobs will be lost. Low skilled jobs, especially, but also lots of highly skilled professions as well, will be gone overnight. This could happen in the next 10 or 20 years. A lot of experts are saying AGI will just take over everything. It can do almost any intellectual task a human can do. If you don't believe me, go do your research. Let's look at Ukraine and Russia, right? I don't want to bang on about negative things all the time, so I'll make this quick because no one wants negative vibes. We all want positivity, so I'll make this quick. Look at Ukraine and Russia. Even if there's a ceasefire, even if peace is made, what message does that send to like North Korea, China? It means you can invade any country you like, and we'll have negotiations a few months later. There's a lot of tension in the world right now. There's a lot of conflicts that most people don't even know what's going on. There's a lot going on behind the scenes, and it can impact absolutely everybody. It doesn't matter if you're Ukrainian, Russian, Chinese, South Korean, any country, UK, America. It can infect anyone overnight, especially artificial intelligence. There's just so many things you can mention with such great uncertainties. We just don't know what's going to happen, right? I mean, we could be wrong. Let's not be so pessimistic. The future could be great, but there are also great uncertainties. I believe everyone should protect themselves by buying gold. Now, someone might say, what does that have to do with the price of fish? In other words, what does gold have to do with anything? That sounds like the weirdest thing ever. Listen, gold has been the best performing asset for thousands of years. Maybe not the top, but one of the best. And the reason I recommend gold over anything else is because in times of crisis, depressions, recessions, wars, conflicts, pandemics, look at COVID, look at the 2008 crisis, look at the Great Depression. Gold, when it does a little dip because sometimes investors don't know what to do with their money, or they need to liquefy their assets in order to purchase other things in a crisis. Gold does this, it goes down a little bit, and then it shoots up. Look at any crisis. I encourage you to do research. Don't just believe me, I'm just some guy on the internet. Gold performs extremely well, if not the best, out of any other asset. When other assets fall, the stock market falls, gold and silver rise. Because gold has been real money for thousands of years. It doesn't matter if you say, oh, well, gold used to be money, but now we have more advanced systems. You don't know enough. Go do your research. Gold, look at the price of gold today. It's skyrocketing. It's still skyrocketing. After 100 years, 200 years, it's still going up. There are also things I have not mentioned, like hyperinflation, which isn't occurring right now, but it definitely could happen in a crisis. There are just so many things to mention. There are so many great uncertainties. People should buy gold. Even if you just buy £20 worth and forget about it. People can store the gold for you in a vault in another country, in Germany or in America or in the UK. It might actually be in the same country you're in. But someone can store it digitally for you, and you can withdraw the money at any time. Or you can even withdraw the gold itself if you buy enough of it. Sorry, I talk too fast because I'm too passionate about the subject. If you want to buy gold to protect yourself or your family or your friends, your loved ones, whoever it is, even if it's just yourself, I would recommend it today, buying gold. Now, I don't want to sound like a fearmongerer, and like suggest like this sense of urgency, like do it now. Do your research if you want. Go buy gold from anywhere you want to. There are hundreds of websites where you can buy gold, but I would recommend using bullionvault.com. There's a link in the description. Yes, I get a small commission. No, that money does not come from you. It comes from them. It's a sponsorship. It's an affiliate link. This doesn't affect you whatsoever, and you don't even have to use them. But they will store the gold for you, and you don't have to worry about anything. You can buy £1 worth of gold, and in a crisis, that £1 could be worth a lot of meals. Trust me, do your research. Gold in crisis, in real crisis, has been worth exponentially more than it was before that crisis. In a crisis, especially economic crisis, gold rises exponentially. It skyrockets. And we haven't really seen a true crisis for a long time. Like a People say the COVID pandemic was a real crisis, but it could have been far, far worse. Like a lot of young people, most young people today are still alive. It wasn't the Black Death. That was a real crisis. Now, that's something that we haven't seen for hundreds of years, but is still capable of happening. But anyway, let's stop with the negativity and what could happen. Let's protect ourselves by buying gold, and so we don't have to worry about these things. I would deposit £20. If you have thousands of pounds to spare, buy thousands of pounds worth of gold, if you're that rich. But just do what you can to protect yourself, first of all, but your loved ones. Because having gold can help in a crisis, any crisis. As I said, there's a link in the description if you want to get started. I wish you the best of luck. And thank you for watching.